Hello, I'm Laurel House, your dating coach, and I'm with Christine Hassler, who is one of my lifelong friends and teachers and inspirations. She's the author of Expectation Hangover, which is a concept that is so layered and so relatable to every single one of us. So can you just explain a little bit about what that means?
Yeah.
So it's basically what we're all feeling every day, almost.
Yeah, yes. It's a term I made up, expectation hangover, because I kept having them. I kept being disappointed in my life. Either something would happen that I had planned on and worked hard, but I wouldn't have the feeling that I thought I'd have from the result.
Oh, that's interesting.
Or I'd plan something and I wouldn't get the outcome. Like I'd work really hard for something and it didn't turn out like I thought it would. Or I'd fail at it. Or life would throw me an unexpected curveball and I'm like, whoa, like, ah. And the feeling is similar to the feeling of a hangover. You know, you got a headache, not necessarily physically, but your head is aching because when you're in an expectation hangover, there's, why is this happening? And then your mind is just churning.
Yeah.
You're spinning. The room isn't spinning, but you're spinning in confusion.
You might have a stomach ache.
You have a stomach ache. You're nervous. You're anxiety. You want to like lay in bed with the covers over your eyes. You lack motivation. You regret like all these kind of things, and you just want it to be over.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with an expectation hangover is like, it's not like a 24-hour take 2 aspirin, go to McDonald's, and you're fine. It's often lasts a lot longer, and the really dangerous thing is that we tend to personalize it. So there's what happened, and then we go, well, I must be a failure. There's something wrong with me. I'm worthless. And so there's what happened,
Right.
and then there's the meaning we make of it. So far this sounds really depressing, but so let me get to the good news. So what I've noticed in being a life coach and transformational worker for the past 10 years and being my own best client, meaning I had a lot of disappointments.
Which, believe me, all coaches, life coaches, dating coaches, we got here for a reason.
Yeah. We had to go through our own,
our own stuff.
So, but what I've noticed is that expectation hangovers are doorways to possibility and transformation. Usually when you hear an inspiring story from someone, they didn't just wake up and be like, oh yes, one day I woke up and decided I wanted to go save children in Africa. Something happened. They had cancer. They lost a child. Something happened. And I've always been moved by those stories, but no one really ever talks about the middle. Like, how did you get from on your knees, like wanting to end your life, which is where I was,
right,
to being happy? Like, what's the prescription plan? And so what the book is it's a holistic treatment plan on the emotional, mental, behavior, and spiritual level. Because I don't know about you, but I learned things like algebra and Texas history in school, which was like, didn't serve me at all. But I didn't learn how to process my emotions. I didn't learn how to rewire my brain. I didn't learn how to change behavior that had been programmed. And I really didn't learn about having a higher connection, like really anchoring my spiritual
And expectation hangovers are things that we all experience in a lot of different ways, within relationships, in business.
Oh my gosh.
Even the smallest things. If you went to the grocery store and you really wanted to buy this one type of lipstick and they didn't have it, and it's the only one you wanted.
Right.
I mean, the smallest to the biggest.
The smallest to the biggest. And the thing with all expectation hangovers is they're to teach us a lesson, many lessons. But the primary lesson is that we don't have control over what happens, but we do have choice over how we want to respond to it. And so we start to live a happier, more conscious life, and we're like, okay, I have influence, I have free will here, but I don't have 100% control. Because control, in my opinion, is the master addiction. We're all a little addicted to control, but it's also the greatest illusion because we really don't have it. So you'll end up with less expectation hangovers if you let go of your expectations. You have intentions, right? You have visions, but you don't have attachments, meaning my happiness, my sense of well-being, my worth is dependent on this thing.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but an expectation hangover is also the idea of when something bad happens, oftentimes we just allow it to crush us.
Yeah.
So instead it's saying, no, I'm going to get out from under my shit and I'm going to climb up to the top and I'm going to extract the lesson and I'm going to be better and stronger because of it.
Yes, and I acknowledge that at first there's a very we have to feel our feelings. Yeah. And I teach people how to feel their feelings. So there's that. But we can feel our feelings without going into victimville. Because there's a natural human reaction. Okay, say I just got dumped. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to like be, a warrior.
I'm going to use this to my power.
First you're going to cry your eyes out, call your girlfriend.
And then you're going to be pissed.
Yeah. Stalk them on Facebook for a minute. So there's the human part, but then there's like, no, okay, I'm not going to ask why is this happening anymore. That question, why is this happening, is a worthless question. It's going to get you nowhere.
Yeah.
Ask, what am I learning? And expectation hangovers are always here to teach us major, major soul lessons. And I think in our world, we're so dependent on external things to define us. And really, it's these kind of on your knees moments, these difficult moments where you really learn who you truly are.
Yeah. You guys need to get this book. I have it, and you'll learn the prescription in order to help get out from under this, and it will be a life-changing book for you, honestly. So Expectation Hangover, it's online, it's also in stores. You can go to christinehassler.com to learn more information about her and the book. So thank you.